Hi, I'm John Fisher.
My name's Armin Weber.
My name is Frank Del Judas.
I'm Matt Del Judas.
Yeah, my name's Sal Pernell.
I'm Chad Osmus from Balsa, USA.
My name's Chuck Hamilton. I'm from Bremen, Indiana.
I've got a P-40 Flying Warhawk. It's a P-40E, and it's designed after a full-scale airplane that was flown in 1940s with the American Volunteer Group, the AVG. It's a part of the Flying Tigers, and it is the Panda Bear Division. John Petak flew in this airplane, and he lost his life in that airplane in August of 1940. So I really enjoy this airplane. It's a yellow aircraft kit. It took me about 3.5 years to finish it. It has a DA-50 engine, and controls are with our JR and Spectrum controls.
Warbirds, mostly giant scale airplanes. Have been doing giant scale for maybe close to 20 years. You know, we try to organize these events so that we can get other large airplanes together, get the pilots who like to fly these things together, and organize everyone together.
This is P-47. I've been flying that. I used to fly F-3A pattern, but the Warbirds are much more relaxing. I'm very fortunate for Fox Valley to give us this venue to fly our Warbirds. Relax, meet good people that come from all over the place, and gives me a chance to be with my son because we share a common interest. So that's my story.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of different airplanes, and some of mine behind me is a Stearman, Super Stearman. That's one of my airplanes, and off camera here is a P-51. Different kind of Warbird and classics and pattern planes and all kinds of fun stuff to fly. We've been involved in the hobby now and just really love it, and the people here are fantastic, and it's a great hobby to be in.
This is our new kit, the quarter scale Junkers D1. It has an 88.5-inch wingspan. It's about 65 inches long. It has a 35cc gasoline engine in it. We're running a Spectrum radio in it. It's our entry into more of a World War II genre. It allows you to fly a World War I plane in windier conditions where most World War I planes would get pushed around, and it'll keep up with the World War II planes just as well. This one is all sheeted. It's fiberglass. We have a corrugation that we sell for it's a vinyl sticker basically, and you put that on in sheets that emulates a corrugation. Then we painted it with latex paint. This is a late 1917-ish or so, I would say. German fighter saw about 2 weeks of the war before the war was over. Other than that, it's real stable, real smooth. It comes in about 23 to 28 pounds depending on how much detail you put into it.
This weekend I flew 3 aircraft. My first one was a Zeroli designed SPD Dauntless. The second aircraft I flew was a Zeroli Spitfire, which is actually the first Spitfire built from his plans. So we consider that one the prototype. And the third aircraft I flew this weekend was Bates Design Grumman Wildcat F4F. Wildcat, this was its second flight this weekend, which flew awesome, by the way. Featuring Warbirds, new retracts for that airplane. Full house, flaps, retracts, sliding canopy, gun lights, full cockpit. Great flying airplane.
You know, it's just I needed a hobby, and my wife bought a trainer for me for Christmas one year, and I went out and flew it, crashed it, got a little religion, joined a club in Naperville, and that was about 20 years ago.
Been a member of the club for about 10 years here at Fox Valley. My wife and I came out one day at a different field and saw somebody flying airplanes, and I'd done that when I was younger. I said, yeah, that might be a good thing. The kids are all grown up now and they're gone. Maybe it might be a good hobby to get back into. And here we are, 8 years later, 9 years later, we're still flying.
Well, when I was a kid, we were at a field. Actually, my father was playing softball, and off in the distance there was a model airplane flying, and I just thought it was really cool. I walked over there and I started talking to the pilot, and he told me all about it, and I said, wow, this is something I really want to get into, and I've been doing it ever since. It's just been a lifelong fascination and turned into kind of an obsession.
Married in '73 and started flying in '73. He was born in '75 and never knows without airplanes. We've always been flying.
Like you said, I've been flying since I've been at the field since '75. Started flying when I was probably 5 or 6. Been flying ever since. Raced radio patrol cars during the winter, and and just love the hobby. It's something my son's getting into now, and just having a ball.
I'm a second generation builder pilot. My father, he always loved the air, anything to do with the air. He was a kid that built rubber band airplanes before there was ever any gas or glow engines. And after the war, those glow nitro engines started to become available, and he just continued to build them until I came along, and then him and I shared the hobby together.
I started flying remote control airplanes when I was 14 years old. It was a hobby that one of my friends did with his dad, and he got me into it. And I guess I fell in love with airplanes, and I've been doing it ever since. I've been doing it professionally for about 2 years now. I just travel around going to different events, I guess. So.